What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming. Today I've got an investment on FC25 Ultimate Team that I think is going to be absolutely insane. In fact, I even hinted over on Twitter that I might just go all in on one investment, but I haven't said the name of the player yet. We're going to get into that in today's episode, but to recap what we've done over the last 3 days and the last 2 episodes of our Trading to Glory, well, if you can tell by my transfer list, we sold off every single card in our club. Every single card on our transfer list, all of the investments from Division Rival Rewards, we sold on Friday morning. And as you can see, it adds up to quite a lot of coins. We're actually up to about 4.1 million coins to spend. But we have such a big rise on the market during Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, post-squad battle rewards and FUT champions. So there's no reason to just look at our coins. So we've got to put these coins into something else. Overall, we made about 565K on those Division Rival Rewards investments, but with the release of the Lorenzo SBC, which I think is going to come today on Sunday, I'm not going to guarantee that. Again, I don't work for EA, but it's probably going to come today. We're getting a lot more information about it, the exact stats of the card and all that, so some of the links to those cards could start rising pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and hop into that. And if you guys need coins to complete the Lorenzo SBC, then check out Loot Bar. Not only are they already cheaper than the other platforms, but when you use my code NITRO, you're going to get another 8% off of that and 5% more coins than what you bought. You can even buy specific players on their site now too. It has great reviews, big creators use it, and you get your coins within a few minutes. So if you need quick coins, Loot Bar is the place to go. Just over the last hour, we've seen so much more hype build for this Lorenzo SBC, which we've known has been leaked for a couple of days now, but now we know the stats. We know he's going to get upgraded to 4-star skills. He's going to have 87 pace, 84 defense, 85 physicality, and he's going to add to all the Serie A hype we've had this year. We've had both Thuram SBCs, we've had Kavica Kvaratskhelia Player of the Month, and all of the metas in Serie A have been pretty expensive or spiked up before coming back down. They could go back up again, and so I put 2 million coins into some investments based on this SBC. I'm going to show you that in a second, but Serie A might be the biggest hyped league so far in FC25 other than NWSL. So many women's players from NWSL, all American players as well. We've had Swanson, we've had Alex Morgan, we've had elyyt, we've had Crystal Dunn now coming as an SBC, and it looks like a pretty good card. These are official stats. A center mid with 90 pace and part of the Gullit gang. I mean, that is ridiculous for October, in my opinion. That's got to be an expensive... That's only 86 rated as well. Now, it doesn't have a playstyle plus, which I would say is the only reason that it's not like, you know, God tier, but that is a good card this early in the game. It'll be interesting to see what they price that at. But if we take a look at my transfer list now and my coin total, I've spent about half of my coins. So we went from 4.1 million down to 1.9 million. So I bought Bastoni. That's my first investment. So that's investment number 1. I got them for about 14,000 coins, maybe a little less than 14K on some of these cards, but I didn't get a ton of the Bastoni card. I only have, 14 of them or something like that. And so I didn't buy a ton of Bastoni because I know he's still in packs right now. And when you're still in packs, you run a little bit more risk than a card that is out of packs. We've seen it week after week so far this year. Out of pack investments have been our best investments. But I do think that Bastoni with that Italian link is going to be better than Bremer this time around. He doesn't go on the club link because he plays for Inter Milan, and of course Di Lorenzo is on Napoli. But being in Serie A, being meta, he's still not SBC fodder, although he's getting close. But that also means that there's not a ton of risk, because even if he becomes SBC fodder, we're not going to lose a lot of coins, because that's only like 1,000 coins less, which is the cheapest 87 in the game. So it's not a huge risk play. If you want like a medium risk play, go for Bastoni. Not a bad idea, but I went for Tomori on most of the cards. And if we take a look at the transfer list, it's mostly Fikayo Tomori. And I do like his price at the current moment because we've got him for like 30,000 coins and less. I spent 30K on a lot of the cards with Shadow on them, but if they didn't have Shadow, you'll see I spent less than 30,000 coins on a lot of these cards. But I don't dislike his current price at 30K because he's out of packs, and he's going to be out of packs until Friday. And we've seen with the sales that we just got on De Jong and Griezmann that I showed at the beginning of the video, that those cards will go up throughout the week, and they'll even spike the most on Thursday. So I can buy these cards right now and have absolutely no pressure on selling Even when the Di Lorenzo comes out, I don't have to sell those Fikayo Tomoris. They can go up even more. If we take a look at some of the cards over the course of the last couple weeks, start with Araujo. He's right here. He was out of packs during RTTK. And that card went from 100,000 coins up to 126K just between Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and Friday, while he was out of packs. And you can see he was rising kind of throughout the week as well while he was out of packs. He went from 90,000 coins all the way up to that. And you take a look at De Jong, it's the exact same idea. That card was out of packs last week for Rush Team Number 1. He went from 62,000 coins up to 88,000 coins. In fact, I'll show you guys, he peaked at about 95K. That's what we sold him at. And that was on Thursday night, Friday morning. So it rose all week. And then the biggest spike was on Thursday night, Friday morning. So we could hold all the way until then. Very safe investment. We might see a gradual rise. And if this Di Lorenzo SBC is bad value, this Tomori might drop a little bit in price. But cards like Barella are going to crash. So it's a much higher risk play to go for a card like Barella at the current moment. Take a look at his graph. This card, when the Di Lorenzo SBC was leaked, he went from 36K to 48K. Then he didn't drop during content that day. He went from 47,000 coins to 30K. Very big drop. He started rising again. Then we had content on Friday. Boom, crashed back down. Went down over the weekend. Obviously we've had squad battle rewards. We've had FUT Champs rewards. And he's starting to rise again just over the last couple of hours for this Di Lorenzo SBC hype. Boys, if this Di Lorenzo SBC doesn't deliver, if it's the bad value SBC, you're going to see this card crash. So instead of going on something that's such high risk, maybe go on a card that you know is going to rise throughout the week, like Tomori. Now, he could go down. Don't get me wrong. He could go down if this Di Lorenzo SBC is bad, and he probably will drop just slightly at the release of the SBC no matter what the price is. But this Bastoni card doesn't have a lot of risk either, because even though he is in packs, just like Barella, he's only 14,000 coins, 13,000 coins. If you take a look at the price of fodder right now for 87 rated cards, it's not that much lower, right? You're looking at 12.5, 13K for a lot of these cards. So that's the lowest he could go, because fodder price is, that's his bare minimum right there at 12.5, 13,000 coins. So we're fine. There's really not a lot of risk with that. That's why I went with those two cards rather than Barella this time around. And honestly, guys, I actually did tweet something out over on my Twitter that said, might just dump 4.1 million coins all in one investment. I kind of gave a hint. I didn't say it was Tomori. But if you look at the comments, most people said Barella. Most people are guessing Barella, which makes me think most people are investing in Barella. So I would stay away because he might be a little bit too over invested in. If you want some more investments to go with, don't just be limited by me. FUT Peppy does have a €5 special for his live trading service, and there is a limited annual pass that he just released yesterday. There are 10 slots, and you can get in for €13 a month for the rest of the year, for an entire year, 12 months, and that'll even go into FC 26 as well. So if you get the limited annual pass, that is a move right now, but there's only 10 of them. So that'll disappear in probably a few hours. A few of you guys might be able to get in, but even if that's disappeared by the time you click, all right, even if all 10 slots are gone, that 2 weeks for only €5 is going to be there as well, which is another very good deal. And so get in on the next level FUT trading. He'll send you live updates straight to your phone on what you should buy, when you should buy it, when you should sell. And that's from the #1 trader in the history of Ultimate Team. And he's already got like 20 million coins this year. So, he's just ridiculous. But those are some great investments right there. Now, I've got one more idea going into, the stable market we see on Sunday and Monday and Tuesday. And that's going to be Team of the Week number 5, the current Team of the Week. Now, it's not a great Team of the Week overall. You got a couple usable cards, and then you got a freaking, great card in Hansen. Quite a gap between the most expensive card and the second most expensive card, which I think is Kaja Shah. So very big difference there. I didn't buy Hansen, although I don't hate her as an investment. Maybe if I could get for like closer to 1.6 million coins at some point today. But I went for Trossard because this card, despite the fact that he is a little bit higher rated than other 85 rated informs, again, kind of like the Bastoni, it's not a lot more expensive, and he's usable. You've got Arsenal Link. He's got 85 pace, 84 shooting, 83 passing, 87 dribbling. He can play in a bunch of different positions, and he's got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. That's a very usable card for a lot of people that are still not on, million coin budgets. There's a lot of casual players that have, 500,000 coins and less, and there's a lot of you guys probably that have 500,000 coins and less, which you should probably subscribe if you haven't done that yet. If you have 500,000 coins or less, I'll help you get out of there. But this Trossard card, I think, is a good low-budget investment, not high risk, and we've seen Team of the Week cards over the course of the last couple of weeks. They hit their low points on Sundays, so this is the day to buy. If you take a look at most of the Team of the Weeks that we've seen, like you take a look at Valverde, he was kind of the superstar of last week's Team of the Week. I don't think he had a huge rise, but if you take a look at what he was on Sunday, 770K, over the course of those few days, on to Tuesday, he was up to 820,000 coins. He'd risen 50,000 coins. I'll even show Kovacic, who's more of an SBC fodder card, but he's also a Premier League 85 rated inform. That card was pretty cheap still on Sunday. He was about 13,000, 13.5. And then by Tuesday night, he was, 15,000 coins. He peaked at 15.5 thousand coins before dropping on market crash day, which is known as Wednesday. I'm not going to hold any of my cards other than Tomori. Tomori we can hold, but I'm not going to really hold any of the other cards going into content on Wednesday because we know how bad the market gets on Wednesday, and that card crashed because the Icon SBC did not deliver in terms of the demand that was needed for inform fodder cards, or really just fodder cards in general. Again, as I mentioned, we're probably going to need a repeatable SBC for fodder to really skyrocket. But that doesn't mean we can't profit off of the hype and profit off of the stable market we see during this 72-hour window where cards all seem to pretty much rise during Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So we're already seeing the market a little bit up from what it was on Sunday night. We obviously saw a little bit of a drop at squad battle rewards. It's nothing in comparison to what we see during division rival rewards. That's just like a little mini drop for a few minutes. And right now it's about just as low as it was during those squad battle rewards. So there's still opportunity for you guys to get in, but that market is probably going to be on a slow rise, similar to what we saw right here over the course of the next couple of days. Another thing we have leaked right now is the next promo coming out on Friday. Now, we don't have the players yet. I'm sure those will be out on Wednesday and Thursday, but another thing we have leaked is the next promo. Yeah, we're not even close to next Friday. We already know what the next promo is. It's going to be Ultimate Dynasties, which is returning. Obviously, we've had this before, and we're going to also have icons in this promo. For the first time this year, we're going to have icons in the promo, and that's going to be very, very good to trade with and flip. I'm very excited for that, and that's the card design as well. I don't think it's that cool. I really don't like the blend of brown and red. But they've done that kind of in the past as well. I think they always look bad. But that's the card design for this year, and a lot of people speculating we might get some more Thuram content, given the fact that there are 3 Thuram in that immediate family in the game. So it's really a promo based on players who are like cousins, brothers, stuff like that. And so that's why people think Thurams are going to be in this promo. I don't really disagree. I think they probably will be. So maybe a shout at an early investment for out-of-pack cards like Thuram, but realistically, they aren't really all that meta on their gold cards anyway. So I don't think that'll work out too well. But if you have any ideas on other players that might get into this Dynasties promo, let me know down in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you guys can come up with that honestly might end up being in the promo. But that's about it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on the video. And if you aren't yet, make sure to subscribe. About 67% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed to the channel. I'd love for you guys to hit that sub button. Get us one sub closer to that, gold play button. I know we're still quite a ways away, but hey, everyone counts, right? All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.